Okay, we're going to factor by GCF, which stands for greatest common factor. All right, when you factor this way, you look at all your terms, however many you have. This problem happens to have 3. I might have one that has 4 or one that has 2. However many terms it is, you want to look at each term, and you're going to be looking at your numbers and your variables separately. So I want to look at 2, 12, and 6 and find the largest number that divides evenly into all of my terms. Now, I wrote factors of 2 out. 1 times 2, 12 is 1 times 2 times 2 times 3, 4 times 3. 6 is 2 times 3. And I circle what they have in common. Now, we don't really need the 1, but so I circle what they have in common, which is 2. So the biggest number that divides evenly into all 3 terms is 2. Then I look at each of my variables. I look at the letter A. I have A squared, A, and no A. If I don't have an A in all 3 terms, then I can't take it out. But however, I do have a B in all 3 terms. Here's a B, a B, a B squared. Now, I want to take out what they have in common. So in the first term, I've got a B. In the second term, I've got a B. In the third term, I have 2 of them. What they have in common is only 1. Now, the easiest way to tell that is by taking the lowest exponent out. What's the lowest exponent? B to the first. Okay? And that's all I can take. So my GCF is 2B. So what I then do is I take this problem and I divide it through by 2B. I just put it under each term, and I divide 2B out, and when I do, then I get my answer. So if I take 2B out of this, it is going to be 2B times, this cancels, I have A squared left in the first term, that cancels, 12 divided by 2 is 6, that B cancels, A, 6 divided by 2 is 3, and B squared over B is B. So this problem factors to be this right here. Okay, let's go on to the next example. Example number 2. Again, I look at them, the variables and the numbers separately. So I look at the 4, the 20, and the 12. 4 divides evenly into those. So does 2, but 4 is bigger than 2. And you want your largest number that divides evenly. So I pull 4 out. Now I have x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, x squared. The largest variable that goes into both of them is, all 3 of them, is x squared. 4x is in the first term, 3 in the second, and 2 in the third. 2 of them is what they have in common, so x squared, which is the lowest exponent. It's the largest GCF, but it's the lowest. It's going to be the variable with the lowest exponent, which is going to go evenly. All right. So then you take each term and you divide by 4x squared. 4 divided by 4 is 1. X to the 4th over x squared is x squared. 20 divided by 4 is 5. X cubed over x squared is x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And x squared over x squared is 1. It goes away. So 3 times 1 is 3. All right. I do the same thing with this one. With 49, 14, and 28, the largest number that comes out is 7. The largest variable is x to the first, so I take that out. I divide each term by 7x. So 49x to the 4th divided by 7x gives me 7x to the 3rd. 14 divided by 7 gives me 2. X cubed over x is x squared. This is 4, and the x is going away. This one, sometimes you have, okay, every problem here had a number and a variable that came out. Here, this only has a number. There's no variable in common. This has an x, this has a y. There's no variable in common. 10 is the largest number. You just put 10 over here and you divide each term that way. Now, same thing can happen, that I can have only a variable in common and no number in common. So if I had 5a squared plus 6a, what I could pull out of that would just be an a. And I would divide each term by A. That would leave me with 5A plus 6. So just realize sometimes you only have a number, sometimes you only have a variable. All right, here I have 7 that goes evenly into both of them, and I have A. Between A and A squared, it's A. Between B and B, it's B. Now, what's happening, and is unique with this problem that did not happen with the others, is 7AB over 7AB, everything cancels out, so it's 1. 7 into 7 is 1, A into A is 1, B into B is 1, it's all 1. So you don't write nothing here. I've seen students leave that blank before. You don't do that, you write 1. Just like 3 over 3 is 1 when you were in elementary school and you would not have left that blank. It's the same thing. 7AB over 7AB is 1. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Your A squared divided by A is A. And that's how you do that problem. Thank you.